Hello, thank you for being here. Today, I'm going to be talking about friendships and morals. Growing up, I had a lot of friends. Hard to believe, easy to believe. It's up to you, it's up to interpretation. And typically as you grow up, you either continue to be friends with some people, either grow apart from them, naturally, or you either get cut off or you be the one cutting off. And as you grow, you learn that not everybody shares the same morals as you. And you even learn that sometimes morals can change, especially as you get older. I'm the type of person where I would rather surround myself with people who share similar morals to me, not just this, Some morals I give a little leeway, and some morals I'm more strict about. I'm the type of person where I can't really separate the art from artist, especially if they're a bad person. But I'm not going to think you're a moralist piece of if you can separate the art from the artist. It just depends on how bad the artist is. But I am very strict on morals when it comes to things like the LGBTQ plus community. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say it. Just the acronym itself is really hard for me to say. When it comes to the LGBTQ community, I don't want to hear any buts or ands or whatever. I don't want to hear no biphobia. I don't want to hear no transphobia, aroacephobia. None of that. No, I love queer people, but I do believe that they're going to hell. And especially, no, I'm cool with gay people as long as they keep it away from me. Bro, they don't want you. And I get being confused about queer stuff, but you can kind of tell the difference between someone who's just confused, they don't really get it, and someone who secretly or openly dislikes queer people and kind of wish they would all go to Mars. And the worst, not really, but are they? I don't know. And the worst are the people who are gay but are transphobic. Babe, we're in the same boat. We're in it to win it, you stupid fuck. I just have little tolerance. I don't know. I don't care. Stop it. And I'm just getting to a point in my life where I'm gonna be picky with my friends. I'm not just gonna be friends with anybody. When I'm friends with someone, I'm hanging out with you, loving you, dying for you. So it's important to me to choose my friends wisely. Especially as an airways person who doesn't really have an interest in dating or marriage or having kids. Friends just mean a lot to me. That's what I care about the most. Besides the family I already have. But at some point, to me, I want my friends to be like family to me. So friends is not a small thing to me at all. And I'll be honest, I've been cut off before by a friend. It started with me cutting them off first because I was being homophobic, transphobic, and not giving them the support that they need. As I got older, I did regret cutting them off. I tried reaching out to them, and now they hardly want anything to do with me. And I can't blame them for that or expect forgiveness. Being that way in the past and losing that person as a friend was definitely one of the biggest regrets in my life. I was just going by what I was taught, that I knew I didn't really feel inside. I was just being a closeted queer person. I was just scared to be myself. And they were brave enough to be themselves. I just wish it never happened, but it did. Can't change the past, but I wish I could. That's all I can say. And since me being that way in the past and how it's hurt people and how it hurts me, ever since I've came out, it's just one of the main reasons why I don't want to be friends with someone who doesn't support, all queer people. I don't give a damn if you don't like that I like Animal Crossing, but if you don't like that I'm freaking queer, I can't change that. That's just literally part of who I am. And I've cut off people that I thought were one of my soulmates, As I grew older and older, just hearing them say certain things or seeing them react to certain things, or me becoming afraid to say stuff to them because I'm how are they gonna react? And it'll just be about me being me. And it's if I can't have a friend that I don't feel I could be 100% myself, or at least 90% myself, I don't want to be friends with you. That's just how it is. I don't want to side-eye my own damn friends. If you're anti-queer, super disrespectful of others' religions and beliefs, a full-on misogynist or racist, misandrist, Trump supporter, I don't want you. So now I'm just on this journey where I'm trying to make friends that I'm morally aligned with. And the thing is, I've been called controlling for this. I was getting to know someone as a friend who is queer like me, and a family member who is very queer phobic, You know, they're one of those people that's like, I'm not homophobic, but, and you know, I don't fuck with that. You know, and I say queerphobic because it's not just homophobic, it's just all queerness is wrong to them. They kind of met them before I did, and they were like, oh, I want to be friends with them too. Because, you know, they're the type to where they don't support queer people, but they'll still be friends with them, even though they'll still say stuff like, ew. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And when they said they want to be friends with my queer friend, I'm like, I wouldn't want to hang around you with my queer friends because you don't even support the LGBTQ. It feels wrong. And they said, what if my friend doesn't care that they don't support the LGBTQ? And I said, I wouldn't want to be friends with someone who's perfectly fine with being friends with someone who is anti-LGBTQ, especially if they're queer themselves. They called me controlling for saying that. Like, I feel like I'm making an Am I the Asshole post right now. Speaking of, so let me know if you want me to read some of those and like post videos and, you know, because I don't think it's controlling, for one, not wanting to be friends with someone who doesn't support the LGBTQ, but for two, not wanting to be friends with someone who is perfectly fine with being friends with someone who is anti-queer. Like, especially if you're queer yourself, it's kind of pick-me behavior that I don't want any parts of. I'm not trying to control it. I'm literally saying, peace out, I'm out of here. I'm just so sick of people who try to act like centrists, or people who are like,
you shouldn't let your political views, opinions, or beliefs break you apart from people. You shouldn't let that happen. It's just opinions.
Shut up! First of all, yes I can. I can do whatever I want. And second of all, I'm not like, I don't like pineapple on my pizza, so I don't want to be friends with people who have pineapple on their pizza. I'm talking about morals. Do you think immigrants should all be deported or not? Do you think trans people deserve rights or not? Do you think women should be forced to have children or not? Like, I'm not talking about if you're like green or purple grapes, bitch. Like, guys, what are we talking about? Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I don't want to be friends with people who I don't share similar morals with. That's it. I'm just tired of hearing people or people saying to me that I'm in the wrong for being judgmental or choosy for who I decide to be friends with based on one's morals and beliefs. I've been having this topic in my notes for a while, and I'm like, I'm just gonna make the video for it. Like the argument I had with my family member, I was just like, yeah, I need to talk about this in the video. Anyways, please leave a like, subscribe, please comment if you disagree or agree with anything that I said. Especially comment if you've ever cut off someone because as you grew, your morals kind of changed. You know, if you don't have a story like that, never had to cut off someone, you know, friendship has always been lit. Or maybe your friends changed, because I had friends who like grew with me, not like with me, but like they grew and they had the same progression as me, or they changed their beliefs on, you know, they say like queer people and they're like cool with it, you know, whatever, I don't know. Or just comment some random fun fact. We like to learn stuff here. You know anything about worms? Thank you for watching. Get out of here. Bye. Goodbye. Yeah. That hurts. Yeah.